Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Affinity. I'm Tiger here with Kiger, the bear. And today we are going to be working on the underground storage facility of my underground base. As you can see, As you can see from the last episode, I've actually done quite a bit of work. Oh my gosh. Talking has been really hard this week. I've done quite a bit of work and gotten a lot of it filled out with the help of the bear. We got ourselves a beacon, and that has helped out tremendously. Efficiency 5 and beacon is awesome. And then, let's see. Yeah, just basically working on a lot of clearing this stuff out for the most part. Right now, I'm sort of just like kind of feeling it out. I don't really have like a general idea. I'm trying to keep it even. I think both these sides are where the door is. There's an equal number of blocks on either side. That's what I'm trying to keep it even like that. But yep. So one thing I wanted to do today is I wanted to see about. Let's grab another one just in case. I wanted to see about building the door. The door is integral because it is the first thing you see when you go down to enter the base. So it's very important. It's nighttime. So many mobs. Alright, we'll just plunk them off. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do today, and then we'll probably go explore what expansion of the underground base would look like. And let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I think this is what I did last time. I think I just cleared this off and then made this first round iron. But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about a lot of different games and things like that that are coming out, that I've been playing. A lot of my time recently has been taken up by Dark Souls 2. I have been playing it so much. It's a really, really fun game. I'm having a lot of fun. It is incredibly difficult, and well, I mean, not incredibly difficult, but it's far more difficult than most games are. It doesn't hand everything to you. It's not like, oh, you just go out and level up. You know, there's all sorts of different ways to fight different different monsters, different bosses, all kinds of different stuff going on. So it's super fun. If you guys haven't, you should definitely check it out and give it a try. If you have, then you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that's been one of the games that I've been consumed with lately. I think I've got about 23 hours, I think I just reached today, in the game. I've got a couple characters. The first character I started, I was like, I don't really know if this is kind of like, oh, you know what, I'm not doing this right. I want to redo it. I kind of wanted to, like, do it a different way, because I'm like, oh, this is working out for me. So I restarted, and I have a new character, and it's awesome. It's a warrior, strength-based type, and I know that there's a lot of, like, the game's been out for, like, a really long time, so there's a lot of, character, like, builds and things like that. I'm just playing the game with what I know how to understand. I'm trying not to read too much into it, because I feel like if I do, then I won't really learn. So yeah, so I'm trying to keep it as guide free as possible. Somebody's shooting at me, rude. So yeah, but other than that, I've been really enjoying it. Another game that I've been playing is Star Citizen. I just love space games. I love everything about them. I love being in space, and I also love the fact that A lot of the space games have like just the most amazing graphics, and Star Citizen is definitely one of those games. I'm very happy with it as it stands right now. I feel like for my money, it's giving me like just like the basics of it have given me just so much enjoyment. Everything is just so fluid. The way that you fight, the way that you fly, the way that the ships are. Now, of course, it's like, is it alpha or is it beta? I think it's alpha. Yeah, no, it's definitely alpha because they're still adding like features and stuff onto it. So it's definitely an alpha, but it's a lot of fun. So I've been enjoying that a lot, and a lot of a couple guys from work have been playing it as well. So it's sort of like this thing where some nights, like at like really late after everybody's off work, you know, a bunch of guys from work will get together and we'll just like, well, let's go kill some vandals, and we just go on and just blow things up, and it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Yes, this is what I wanted. I think this is how I did it originally. Probably not, but that's what I'm going with. Because I like it. I like the way it looks. I don't... Oof. Excuse you, Mr. Enderman. Rude. I don't want it to be, like, super, like, whoosh. I wanted it to be more of a, you know, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like this, so that it's slightly open, but not, like, totally open. Like, the door would basically open up a lot more to move in and out, like mechs and things like that. So, and I think we also may want to go in and give more headroom in here, but that can all be done at a later date. As far as this goes, I'm happy with that. I have a little bit of sand on me, actually. I'm just going to go... Ooh, danger. Let's go somewhere else and dig up some sand, because that's one of the things that I did in the last build, is that I covered the top with sand, and so I want to keep that theme going because it's supposed to be hidden. It's not super accessible. Whoa. So it's like the door's open right now, but normally it would be covered in sand. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Probably should have not torched it if, if this is what I was going to do, because this is what I had planned on, to be honest. But that's alright. Just go ahead and fill it in like this. We can retorch it at another time. So yeah, so a couple other games that I'm super excited about are Majora's Mask for the 3DS. One of Gieran's favorite games of all time. He likes, you know, so many really good games, and Majora's Mask was not one of the games that I had played as a kid. I didn't have an N64 per se. It was my brother's, so I only had a few games for it, but they were, you know, it was mostly my brother's. I had a PlayStation, and that was mine. So I had the PS1, and I had all the Crash Bandicoot games, and you know, all that stuff as well. Let's go ahead and put some sand down here. Nope, I wanted it there. So to make it look like some of the sand fell off the top, like it was built up. Oh, I think Gieran already did that. That's so cool. So, okay, I guess that's it. I'm done with that for now. I'll keep that, get rid of that. Alright, cool. So yeah, so Majora's Mask for the 3DS is coming out on Friday the 13th of February, 2015. And it's going to be super awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. Also, I believe that that's the exact same date for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. So, another game I'm super stoked about. It's just like, wow, so many good games coming out in such a very, very small amount of time. So I am just super stoked about that. Been waiting for Monster Hunter 4 for a while. I actually watched Pro Jared's review of it earlier today, and basically it's to be expected. It's a Monster Hunter. They've made a lot of really cool things. Now, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm some sort of Monster Hunter veteran, because I'm really not. Me and Giran played some of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and that was, we had a lot of fun. We didn't play it all that much. We only had maybe about 40 hours or so into the game, which is like, you know, people who are familiar with Monster Hunter will be like, that's nothing. You barely even started, which is totally correct. I mean, we didn't even start, but, you know, we just were like, okay, you know, this game made a really good impression for us. So, now that Monster Hunter 4 is coming out, we are just super excited. We're ready to get into it. We're ready to dive into it with everybody else, and learn along with everyone. So, really looking forward to that one, and then that one comes out the same day. So that's this Friday, and I'm so happy. Other than that, I really haven't seen anything that is coming out that I have really like been waiting for. My game anticipation list is actually kind of short. Like, I think, what was it? Oh yeah. I think No Man's Sky is supposed to come out this year, 2015. I saw a couple games sites that were like, you know, games, you know, for 2015, and it was like No Man's Sky is like TBA, like probably never going to come out in 2015. But I was like, ooh, because I've been waiting for that one. If you guys don't remember what No Man's Sky is, it's a procedurally generated space exploration game. So it generates everything uniquely, all of the star systems and the planets and everything is randomly generated. And there's a lot of other stuff. Don't know too much about the game. Haven't really been following it. But it's, you know, it's super exciting. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 gap and then to the wall. Wait. No, that would make that a 5. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so start on the 6th. So yeah, so that's really exciting. And then that's pretty much it. Evolve came out recently, but I played Evolve briefly, but I don't know. It doesn't really seem like the kind of game that I would be super duper interested in, because it's a lot of multiplayer. So I don't know. A couple people at work were like, "Oh, are you gonna get it?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, "Okay, well, I was thinking too." And then I started asking questions about it, because, you know, if we could get 4 people from work to play it, I would consider it. But each of them wanted to play it on a different console or system. So it was like, you know, one of them wanted it on Xbox One, the other one wanted it on PS4. And then there were like 2 people who were on PCs, myself included. And then the other guy who wanted it on PC was like, you know, he didn't have the money because he's expecting a new child soon. So we were like, oh yeah, well, you know, you should focus on that. So yeah, it just wasn't gonna work out, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, that's probably like the biggest release recently that I can think of. But yeah, so, you know, it pains me to say that, but, you know, there's not a lot of super interesting things coming out, at least that I can think of off the top of my head. Basically just waiting for Monster Hunter, No Man's Sky, and that. like there's some games coming out like that looked interesting. Like back at E3, I remember I was looking at the Order 1881, which is sort of like is it like werewolves or vampires or something like that? There's some sort of like old school like British like society that like hunts these things down, and they go to like these famous like British places like Whitehall, and they're like, oh, we're gonna kill, you know, stuff, and it's like pseudo futuristic, I guess. That looked interesting, but it's only for PS4, and I just don't feel like that's good enough of a game, or that I'm excited enough about it to drop money on a PS4 to play it. Okay, it looks pretty good. Actually, it feels like this one is wider than this one. Let's give it a quick count here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, all right. I guess it's just it just looks a little weird. So there were a couple caves up here. Let's see if we can go in here and do a little exploring. See if we can't find something cool. But yeah, it's hard for me to justify buying something, you know, that's $500 some odd dollars, you know, and really for me, I don't feel like there are any games at all for the PS4/Xbox One. I would never personally own a Xbox One because I just no. I don't like the way that they do things, which other people are fine with, and that's fine. But like, I'm not gonna pay additional money to watch Netflix, which I already pay for the internet and pay for Netflix. So in order to link those two things together, I have to pay arbitrary money now, and I'm not an online player, so I would never benefit from the online. So let's see, is there anything going on up here? Oh no, it's a dead end. So I've just never really been an Xbox person. I have the Wii U. Oh, that's another thing. There's some cool games coming out for Wii U later this year. There's Yoshi's Woolly World, Mario Party 8. Actually, I just got a notification on my Wii U that the new Kirby game is coming out real soon. Like, you can buy it and preload it now, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I'll get it, though. Never been, like, a super big Kirby fan. But I did like the N64 Kirby game. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Kirby's... Oh! Just jumped right into a ravine. Kirby's something or other, Star Dream or Dream Star, some such nonsense like that. Hey, guy. Yeah, Kirby 64 The Crystal Shards was not even close. Yeah, it's like Dream or something. Crystal Shards. Nope. So, that one I did enjoy, but I never owned it. I picked that one up secondhand, like a million years after the fact. Yeah, that's a thing. You're renting games. Like, I remember the good old days of renting. You could go to a place and, like, for $5 you could get a game. You get to keep it for a week. That was the best. And in fact, it's you still sort of can do that stuff to a much lesser extent. I actually was sort of like, you know, wondering if Destiny was going to be a game that I would like, but I went and I rented it, and I had it for a couple days, and then I remembered why I don't play shooters on console, because my guy was like 16 different directions. I couldn't control it. I need a mouse and keyboard if I'm gonna play a game like that. So yeah, but it was nice to rent it, but rarely do I ever find games that I'm interested in like the red boxes and stuff. They have such a limited supply and such a limited... Ooh, it's like a little area down here. Such a limited supply and such a limited space that, you know, you can't really expect them to have like a lot of stuff. So, you know, it's good for people who want that stuff, because it's definitely a thing that, you know, we're missing out on. But yeah, no, totally, it was fun while it lasted. Whoa, I need to get out of here. I really almost killed myself by jumping into lava. But it's nice that there's actually like a little cave down here. It's the perfect way to end the episode, because we are actually super low down. I think the actual base level is 14. It's either 12 or 14. It's very low. So that's why there's like gold in the ceiling and stuff like that. So definitely good to be down here. Let's go ahead and block this up. But yeah, not a whole ton of stuff that gets my blood going for 2015. At least not yet. Star Citizen definitely does, but that's not going to be coming out for like officially. Aww, that's not going to be officially released for like forever. Yeah, I did see that people were talking about the new Persona game. I've tried playing Persona before, and I've watched some friends play it. It looks alright. When I tried to play it, though, it was like I got to like this certain point, and it was like, oh, you know, go to the shrine to, you know, save the, you know, this person. And I went to the shrine, saved the person, and then I was like, okay, cool, now what? And it was like no direction. It was for like the PSP or something like that. I picked it up like Persona 3 like used or something like that, or maybe it was 2. Anyways, it's one of the ones that was out for PSP, and it was like, and I think I stopped playing right about that point, because if it's not like super obvious, I get frustrated, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play this anymore. Yeah, it's a bad habit of mine. But very rarely does that happen. But otherwise, yeah, that's another one. I think it's Persona 5. I'm sure it has some sort of subtitle. But yeah, other than that, you know, what are you guys excited for? Are there any games coming out? The Persona-ing. There you go. Bear's got it. Are there any games that you guys have coming out that you're really looking forward to? If so, post them in the comments. Let us know. You know, maybe you'll remind me of something I forgot about. Really? Because that does happen fairly often. I'll be like, oh yeah, that game sounds like super cool. Not coming out for like 10 years, and then I'm like, oh, that game is still a thing, and I'll forget that it is coming out. Like, to be honest, it happened with No Man's Sky. If I hadn't seen it on the list that I was looking at, I probably would have completely forgotten about it. Just because I hadn't heard anything about it in like a really long time. So yeah, so post it down in the comments, let us know, and we'll see you next time. Take care.